Probably people's public perception of how Congress is more upon House of Cards and Frank Underwood than it is of reality.
There's a lot of emotional stress that is placed on them.
The higher you get up in an organization as a leader, the lonelier it gets. And oftentimes, these members are surrounded by people constantly, but every one of those people has an agenda, whether they realize it or not.
The mission of Alabaster House is to provide spiritual resources to government leaders in our nation's capital. We do that through confidential prayer, biblical devotions, and friendship. What we wanted to do was to help them become strong leaders and also to be leading out of that relationship with the Lord.
I met Kimberly and Randy at an event, and Kimberly came up and spoke, and we had a nice conversation, but she said, "Would you mind if we prayed?" And we prayed right then. It became a habit, if you will. Kimberly was nice enough to continue to come by, and then met my wife, and frankly, probably now she's closer to my wife than me. Most folks in Congress are middle-aged folks trying to get home to see their family on the weekend. And they're good people. We may disagree with each other politically, but by and large, folks that serve here reflect America.
Government leaders run such a tremendous schedule that they're often traveling back and forth from their home state in their district to DC. They often leave their spouse at home and then are just seeing them for a few days, even on the weekends. A ministry like Alabaster House can help them spiritually and meet those needs right where they are.
I have been with Kimberly and her team at the chapel at the house for spouse retreats and for marriage retreats. It has enabled me to meet other spouses that I didn't know, to hear their life stories, their concerns.
We will bring leaders and their spouses here to our home and have them get away from the pressures of DC. We're only 45 minutes away, but when you're here, it seems like you're a world apart. And a lot of that is just to decompress, to reprioritize your life, to put the first things first, and frankly, have a little bit of fun.
The ladies' retreat was in a very private setting, and we were inside for a bit and had a wonderful meal, but then we were able to go outside and everybody had their special station. Mine was on a swing over a running brook, and it was just so tranquil, and it gave me time to reflect on Scripture, to really listen to God, and just have a time of peace and to restore my soul.
I can't overemphasize just knowing that someone is praying for you. When I read in Scripture that we are to pray for our nation's leaders, and then I realize that I'm one of those people being prayed for. That's an incredible kind of wow. Scripture speaks of me, but more importantly, it speaks of Alabaster House.
If I have a need, I can text Kimberly whenever I want. And I know that she's going to pray for me, and I know she's going to get her team to pray for me, her husband and her whole team. And they have this incredible ministry of just love and support.
Kimberly and I gravitate towards marriage ministry because we believe that the agreement between a husband and wife is the strongest agreement on earth. To bring that heart to Capitol Hill and to our leaders and to their bedrooms, we really feel like can change the nation.
One of the goals of Alabaster House is to expand. And one of the ways that we do that is by reaching more. We've built relationships over a number of years with some significant and wonderful leaders here that have been here for a long time, and as well, those that are just coming. So we would love to see our reach expand. I know that as we impact one leader, that one leader in turn goes out to impact literally millions of people. So we come together and encourage that one leader. That is a national impact right there that will in turn affect millions of people like us. For more information and prayer updates, you can subscribe online at alabasterhouse.org.